Okay, guys, we are going to go over the poetry reflection questions right quick. It won't take very long. So the first one is in Whitman's poem, that one is I Hear America Singing. How does America sing? Now, if you recall going through that poem together, then you will kind of remember how I explained this. So singing here is not literal, it's more figurative, it's more of a metaphor. The next question is in Whitman's poem, what is the implied connection between America and work? Why are these images American? Okay, let's break this question down. So, we're obviously going to be looking at Whitman's poem, and then we're looking for an implied connection. So, implied means that it is not necessarily clearly stated. So, Whitman may not type out, Hi, my name's Walt Whitman, and today I'm going to tell you how America is connected to work. Okay. Another way of putting this could be me asking you to infer that connection between America and work. Remember, infer means to take a little bit of evidence from the text in front of you, and then to take your knowledge about being a human, and in this case, being a human in America specifically, and blending those together to come to a conclusion. So you are telling me why these images of work, why these images of carpenters and masons and boatmen, why are these considered to be American? The next question is, what is Hughes suggesting about the future of minorities? So suggesting, again, he's not necessarily saying it outright. Because this is a poem, it's using images and situations that really speak to a larger message. So remember in Hughes's poem, which is I Too, it talks about having to go to the kitchen, but then saying that tomorrow, in that beautiful tomorrow, that the speaker of the poem can dine in the dining room. Okay, so minorities here is any ethnic or racial group in America that is not the I guess not the highest population. Okay, so right now in America, white folks are not considered minorities, but people who are Black or from Asian descent or Latina or Latino, those are considered to be minority communities. Okay, so right here with your knowledge of the Jim Crow era, you're asking yourself, what is Hughes actually saying about the future for minorities, for minority people, specifically the Black community? Next question says, Hughes' poem is a response to Walt Whitman's poem by a similar title. How can you tell? So I've connected these poems for you. I have put them both on your sheet of paper and say, hey, these poems are connected. But what you have to tell me is, let's say that you had read Walt Whitman's poem when you were a little bit younger, and then you came across Hughes' poem. How would you be able to tell that it's connected to Walt Whitman's? What parts of it show you that those poems are connected? And finally, what criticism is Hughes giving of Whitman and or society? So for these purposes, you'll probably focus more on society here. Now, criticism and hate are not the same thing. Criticism, when constructive, is pointing out the shortcomings and flaws of something and suggesting a better way to do it. So if I were to give you criticism of an essay, I would say, hey, this is really strong here, but what you're missing is this. And then you would be able to fix it. So when you critique something, you're pointing out the flaws so whoever is in charge of that project or that society can in turn better it. So you're asking here, what is Hughes criticizing about society, especially in the Jim Crow era? What is he pointing out that is wrong and what should be corrected? All right, folks, I believe those are all the questions for today. So please let me know if you have questions and have a wonderful day.